Is it snowing and blowing out there? Welcome, my friends, and it is blowing out there. The blizzard of 2026 is out there rolling along, folks, and we're going to do somewhat of a shorter episode for you today because I got to go out there and snow blow some paths for my dog and keep the property from getting buried over here. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I may have to survive on bare rations, if water and cat food, if you will. I don't know when this is going to stop. But anyway, folks, as I do each time we are together, and prior to embarking on any great undertaking, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to spend some quality time with you today. Folks, I have been criticized that I don't understand city life, that I'm sitting comfortably in my Putnam County lair looking in from the outside. Well, folks, give me a moment to set the record straight. My mom was born on 105th Street and 1st Avenue in Harlem. My father grew up in Mount Vernon. He lived in a cold water flat. My mother lived on Arthur Avenue, the real Little Italy, as she would call it. Our family spread throughout the Bronx, Morris Park, Country Club, Throgs Neck. We didn't grow up with privilege. We grew up with leftovers. No restaurants, no extras. When it snowed, I wore plastic bags over my shoes, held on with rubber bands. We used razors until they were beyond dull because you didn't want to waste money. Now, my uncle owned a butcher shop on White Plains Road. At 12 years old, I was delivering meat on a three-wheeled delivery bike, you know, the ones with the big baskets on the front, throughout the Bronx, into Mount Vernon, into Yonkers. Folks, that's where I come from. So don't tell me I don't understand struggle. Don't tell me I don't understand city life. I lived it also. So, now that you know a little bit about my roots, let's move on to today's discussion. The insanity continues. The Mamdani insanity continues, folks. They told you, or Swami Mandami told you, your rent control would save housing. They told you landlords were the problem. They told you government could fix everything. So explain this. Why are building owners in Manhattan trying to sell and running for the exits? If they can sell, because folks, if you were an investor and you knew what may be coming in New York City, why would you want to buy a building or any property for that matter in New York City? Now, stay with me because the truth matters. Let's talk about what's really happening in New York City. Not what City Hall says, not what the activists tweet, what's actually happening. Like I said, building owners, they're trying to get out fast. Why? Because the numbers don't work. Rent freezes, more rules, more paperwork, more inspections, more fines, more taxes. Less freedom, less flexibility, less incentive. Meanwhile, insurance goes up, utilities go up, labor is up, maintenance is up, compliance is through the roof. But income? Frozen. Frozen for the owners. So what happens? Smart owners try to sell. And the ones who can't, well, folks, they get trapped. They become property rich, cash poor. They start drowning in bills, watching their buildings decay. So, who knows? They may decide to, hey, drop the ball. Let the city have it. Who's going to maintain these utopian buildings, folks? Folks, this is not justice. It's economic malpractice. Now let's talk about the slogan you hear every day. Housing is a basic human right. Oh, how I love that line of crap. They chant it, they repeat it, they post it, they sing it from the highest mountain. Let's be honest, folks. Housing is important. Housing is necessary. Housing is essential. But when people say it's a basic human right, what they really want or really mean is someone else should pay for me. Let's call it like it is, folks. If housing is a right, let's say it is a right. Does that mean you get to live wherever you want? Soho, Midtown, Park Avenue. Folks, nobody has a right to luxury on someone else's dime. Now, if housing is truly a right, you take it where it's available. Not where it's trendy, not where it's convenient, where it exists. You don't get penthouse rights on a basement budget. Now, here's what these policies, or Mamdani's policies, really create. Owners stop investing, repairs get delayed, buildings go into decline, investors leave, supplies shrink, and guess what happens next? Rents go up. Everybody loses. Tenants, owners, neighborhoods, and the city. Folks, you cannot fix housing by attacking the people who provide it. You cannot regulate prosperity. You cannot push investment and you cannot punish investment and expect growth. And you cannot demand a champagne living on the taxpayer's tab. Housing matters, people matter, but math matters too. The universal language. And right now, bad policy is driving out good people. And New Yorkers are going to pay the price. All I've got to say is, hold on to your hats, my friends, and good luck. Okay, my friends, that's going to take care of our short episode. I did not want to leave you hanging this fine Monday morning. I'm going to go back out there and start removing snow and clear some paths for my dog so he can do his business in peace in the backyard. My friends, thank you so much for spending this time with me. And until we meet again, talk to you soon, my friends.